He didn't just kill him. He broke every bone in his body, watched him bleed, and then shot him, twice. And after all that, he picked up the phone and said, "Come collect your son's body." But this isn't just a murder story. This is a case I personally fought in court. It was 4 in the morning. The house was completely quiet. A young man walked through the dark streets alone, not to run away, not to do anything wrong. He was walking to see his wife. He did it the same way every morning. He told his family he was going to pray. Then, he quietly made his way across the neighborhood to her house. He would sit with her in her room. They would talk, like any married couple. They were secretly married. A court marriage. Legal. Real. But hidden, because both families had become enemies. That morning, her father came home early from a walk. He saw the light on in his daughter's room. He pushed the door open. And what happened next would destroy 2 families, fill the courtrooms of Pakistan, and raise one of the most painful questions imaginable when a father kills the man his daughter loves. Is that justice? Or is it murder? To understand what happened that morning, you have to go back decades. Back to when 2 babies were born. In a tight-knit family in Pakistan, 2 cousins had grown up together. They were close, the kind of close where you finish each other's sentences and show up to every wedding, every funeral, every celebration as one unit. One cousin was doing well for himself. He had built a shoe factory. He dealt in property. He had money, connections, and a name people respected in the community. The other cousin, his best friend, really was struggling. He worked hard, but money was always tight. He couldn't give his family the life he wanted for them. But the 2 men had something money couldn't touch: a bond, a real friendship. And when both their wives gave birth around the same time, one to a boy, one to a girl, the 2 fathers looked at each other and smiled. Our friendship will continue through our children. They made a decision. The children were engaged, not as teens, not as adults who could choose for themselves, as babies. This is not unusual. Childhood engagements within families, especially between cousins, happen all the time. The idea is simple. Keep the bond alive. Keep the family together. As the children grew up, they were raised knowing one thing: they belonged to each other. The boy knew the girl was his future wife. The girl knew the same. And somewhere along the way, knowing turned into feeling. They fell in love. For a while, life was almost perfect. The 2 young people were given freedom that most engaged couples in conservative Pakistani families never get. Their parents trusted them. Both families knew the future was settled. So what was there to worry about? They went out together. They attended family parties side by side. When she needed a ride from college, he picked her up. When the house needed groceries, he brought them. When her mother needed something from the market, he handled it. Her father had gone abroad to earn money, a life-changing opportunity that the wealthy uncle had made possible. He sold some property to fund the trip, loaned his cousin the money, and helped him set up a life overseas. That left the girl and her mother alone at home. And so, the young man became everything to that household. He was the son they never had. The girl's mother loved him like her own child. B-roll. Suggestion. Street scenes. A young man carrying grocery bags. A car stopping outside a college gate. From the outside, this looked like a love story with a happy ending already written. 2 families, 1 bond, a future sealed. But the future has a way of unwriting itself. The first break came from an unexpected place. The girl's uncle, her father's brother, had also been given something precious by the wealthy family. His engagement had been arranged to the boy's sister. It was a classic exchange. A girl given, a girl received. 2 families bound together twice over. But then something happened overseas. The uncle was caught doing something terrible. He was involved in trafficking women abroad, exploiting vulnerable people for money. He was arrested, convicted. His name became a source of shame. The boy's family was humiliated. They broke off the uncle's engagement immediately. Now here's where it gets complicated. The girl's father, still abroad, now with significant savings, heard the news. He was furious. Not because his brother had done something wrong. He was furious because the engagement was broken. In his mind, he had done everything right. He had accepted help from his cousin. He had worked hard overseas. He had built a life. And now his family was being pushed aside. He felt disrespected. Money changes people. That's a story as old as time. When the father came back with money in his pocket and pride in his chest, he made a decision. He broke off his daughter's engagement too. The childhood promise, the bond those two fathers had made over their newborn babies, was officially over. He then arranged his daughter's marriage to someone from a different, wealthier family. Someone he had chosen. Someone respectable. In his new view of the world, the two families, once as close as brothers, were now enemies. But the two young people, the boy and the girl, had not stopped loving each other. Their parents had broken the engagement. Their families had become rivals. They were not supposed to speak, not supposed to meet, not supposed to even look at each other. But they did. They met quietly, through friends, through messages. And when the families finally found out, both sides erupted. The boy was beaten. The girl was beaten. They were pulled apart and kept under watch. The boy was sent abroad to study out of sight, out of the picture. His family assumed distance would kill the feelings. They were wrong. B-roll suggestion. 2 phones lighting up, a dark alley, a busy airport. A few years passed. Then came a funeral. Someone in the extended family had died. Both families attended. In Pakistani culture, you go to funerals. Grief doesn't care about family feuds. The boy and the girl were in the same room for the first time in years. Their eyes met across the mourning crowd. And just like that, it came back. All of it. They exchanged numbers. Then they exchanged messages. Then, quietly and carefully, they started meeting again. Neither family knew. The boy had returned from abroad. He was older now, wiser, more careful. He knew the risks. He knew what his parents would say, what her parents would do. And yet he made a decision. They went to court. They signed the papers. They were married legally, officially, in front of witnesses. Only a handful of friends knew. No family, no announcement. This is the part of the story that is very hard to tell. Every morning before dawn, the young man would leave his house. He told his family he was going to pray. Instead, he walked to his wife's home, the home where she lived with her mother, in a room of her own. They would sit together in that room, quietly, husband and wife. On this particular morning, her father had come back from an early walk. He was not supposed to be there. But he was. He noticed light coming from under his daughter's door. He opened it. The young man and the girl were sitting together in the room. The father's vision went red. Slow down the narration here. Speak quietly, seriously. He grabbed the young man. He hit him. He screamed at him to leave, to get out, to never come back. He told him his time was up. Then he demanded one thing: divorce her. Right now. The young man refused. She is my wife, he said. I will not leave her. The father hit him harder. He picked up a gun and used the back of it to strike the young man on the head. Blood poured from the wound. He hit his knees with a rod. They shattered. The young man collapsed to the floor. The girl screamed. She begged her father to stop. She fell at his feet. Her mother begged. Both women pleaded. He locked them in another room. Then he came back. By now, the young man was on the floor. His body was broken. The father stood over him. "Recite your prayers," he said. "You are going to die." The young man quietly recited the kalima, the Islamic declaration of faith. The words Muslims say at the end of life. The father raised the gun. He fired. The first bullet hit the wall. The second bullet went through the young man's skull. He did not die immediately. For 10 long minutes, he lay there on the floor of her room, the room where they had sat together as husband and wife, bleeding out. Then he was gone. The father did not panic. He calmly told his wife and daughter to pack what they needed. He called the boy's father on his way out. "Come and collect your son. He is in my house. He is dead." The boy's father didn't believe it at first. His son had gone to pray. He was sleeping in the house. This had to be a sick joke. He went. His son was on the floor. The father stood in that room and said nothing. He could not speak. He could not move. The grief hit him like a wall. B-roll suggestion. An empty room, a bare floor, a man sitting alone. 4 to 5 hours later, the CID Pakistan's Criminal Investigation Department arrived. The body had to remain exactly where it was until investigators cleared the scene. No one was allowed to touch it. When the post-mortem report came back, it confirmed what everyone already knew and made it worse. Every bone in the young man's body had been broken. His legs, his ribs, his arms, the skull fracture from the gunshot. And then the detail that made the courtroom go quiet. He had been alive for 10 minutes after the bullet entered his head. 10 minutes. That night, the body was returned to his family around 7 or 8 p.m. His mother saw it and fainted. His sisters fainted. The women of the household had to be helped up off the floor. He was buried that night. The father fled. He tried to get his family out of the country. The airline tickets didn't come through in time, so they hid in a mosque. In the home of a religious leader, they disappeared into the network of people who could shelter them. But the boy's father was not going to let this go. Family members came to him. Community elders came to him. People told him to settle, to forgive, to take blood money and close the case. In Pakistani culture, there is a legal provision called diyat, where a murder case can be settled if the victim's family accepts compensation and forgives the killer. He refused. "I want him to hang," he said. "Whatever it costs, whatever it takes." He named the father as the murderer. He also named the daughter and formally registered her in the case because the court marriage had happened, and her role in the secret was part of the legal picture. The father, now with significant money from his years abroad, hired expensive lawyers. He pulled every string available. He had influence. He had resources. He used them all. The case is still going. Hearings continue. The girl has been summoned to court. She has appeared. She has testified. I was the lawyer on this case. I sat in that courtroom. I reviewed the post-mortem report. I read the statements. I saw what was left of a young man who only wanted to be with his wife. He was not a criminal. He had not broken any law. He was legally married to the woman he loved, had been in love with her since they were children, since their parents themselves had put them together. He died on the floor of her room, with her name on his lips, because her father decided that family honor was worth more than his life. Was it honor? Was it ego? Was it rage? Maybe all three. What I know is this: a young man is buried in the ground. His mother still faints when she hears his name. And somewhere, a young woman is living with the memory of watching her father kill her husband while she screamed and no one listened. This case is not over. If you're watching this and you have questions about how the Pakistani legal system handles honor-based crimes, how court marriages work, Or what happens in cases like this? Leave them in the comments. I read every single one. And if this story hit you the way it hit me, share it. These stories deserve to be heard. Subscribe if you're new. There are more cases coming. I'll see you in the next one.